Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is more update on the trans shooter, mostly relating to his girlfriend, furry girlfriend to be exact, and apparently was blamed on, and she was blamed by the trans shooter, which is, the psychopath, the monster. I don't know what's going on anymore. It seems every time we look deeper into this story, some more crazy stuff happening, where it turns out, where first we found out that this guy had to be trans and just tried to shoot up all that school and murder people because he's a psychopath. Then we have it to where his mom was allegedly the one that was a part of his transition, etc. And then after that, we end up finding out that's not the case. It was potentially actually the father that ended up doing this. And now we have a girlfriend in the mix, which we're going to go talk about that as well, in my opinion, on that matter, because that's crazy. So without further ado, let's get directly into this. We have this here from the Daily Mail saying, furry girlfriend blamed by trans shooter for Minneapolis school daughter. Slaughter, my bad. As twisted trove of new videos emerge. So it says, Minneapolis Robert Westman dumped his girlfriend just weeks before murdering children at a Catholic school, the Daily Mail can reveal. I do not like this here, all right? We need to switch this to him, his, etc., because that is exactly what he is. It's a male. It's not a her, it's a him. So get your shit together, Daily Mail. The 23-year-old transgender shooter had been dating Abigail Bodek, 22, for several years before suddenly breaking it off and falsely blaming her as the root of my suffering in a twisted manifesto made up of journal entries, which is crazy. So I don't know who is to blame, because first he was blaming his mom, then now he's blaming his girlfriend. So it seems like this person is just a very deranged individual. Deranged Westman Brandon Bodek, who goes by either Abby or Jacob, a blue hair and pronouns bitch, before slaughtering 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel and Harper Moinsky 10 inside the United Catholic Church on August 27th and taking her life at the scene. And a sensational new trove of videos and photos and video obtained by the video show Westman and Bodek together. In one image, they are seen at a craft fair in December selling various products. Westman created handmade mini skateboards while Bodek made jewelry. A disturbing video also shows Westman grinning while handling a fake shotgun on a camping trip the couple took together. Another clip set to ominous music shows the killer with bright pink hair grinning and biting her lip. The video then cuts to Bodek as a voice on the backing audio can be heard saying, "I'm way too horny to talk to this woman right now." Yeah, there's that's a fetish problem, by the way. Keep your fetish away from the general public. All right, you keep that behind doors so we don't have to hear about your fetish, because obviously that is too much for even what we want. It says in Westman's manifesto, penned acrylic letters, the shooter also boasts about being attracted to furries, people who get sexual enjoyment out of dressing up as animals. I keep telling people that furries are the most degenerate group of people in existence. We don't try to acknowledge them because they're psychopaths or weirdos, and most of them end up to be child grabbers. So I don't know about you. I kind of just don't really associate with furries. I've known a few. I've known at least one of them, and let's just say they're not the greatest sharpest tool in the bunch. We'll put it that way. Furries are a creature to be the best. So we will watch a bit of this video, if it will function. Never mind. I forgot it won't function because I'm not using this because I'm not paying for Daily Mail service. But yeah, this is the girlfriend in question here. Seems very, very sane. It says here, in a transition of Westman's manifesto seen by Daily Mail, Westman described Bodek as a catalyst and the root of my suffering before committing the brutal attacks. One entry suggests that the pair broke up in early August, with Westman telling a friend she needed space from Bodek on July 27th. The lengthy journal entries are littered with complaints about Bodek and their cat, Parmesan, with Westman even admitting to pointing a gun at Bodek in the weeks prior to the shooting. I just pointed my pistol at the back of Abby's head to see if I would feel anything. No, the only thing I felt was fear of them turning around and catching me. I felt no remorse or fear of unaliving them. I was only concerned about how murdering Abby was really would really F up my plans. It felt good actually to point it out right at their stupid head. Abby is no effing stupid. I have been selling and walking with a holster exposed all day, and they still think it's airsoft. Dumb ass biatch is a real gun. It's a real gun. I bought it to kill kids. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like, at this point, I think this is going beyond the normal of deranged for a trans individual. I think this one person is probably the most deranged and sick trans individual that we've had so far. I think this might be defending trans a little bit, but I think this person is at least one stage above a normal trans individual, because this person was even the only reason why he didn't take out his girlfriend was because, well, it would just ruin his plans for murdering children. So that's the reason why he didn't do it, because it would really just mess up his plans for having the children, right? Like that's just sick. This guy is. I don't even know if monster is the correct term for this guy anymore, because there has to be a tier that is worse, and the only other tier that I can say is a demon, because only a demon would potentially even do this at all. Because again, this is like. This guy was practically a serial killer in the works here. He was a serial killer in the works. Goes on to say here, the couple appeared to dress up and attend to local Renaissance fair with Boduk capturing a set of pictures. I love my girlfriend. Yeah, you really don't. I don't know about you, but I'm a normal individual. At least I like to try to be. And the last thing that I would do to my girlfriend is want to point a gun at her head and not feel any remorse about it. Yeah, see, that's not me. That is a person that doesn't love their girlfriend at all. But what do I know, right? Other videos show the pair spending time together at an aquarium, and Westman showing off her skateboarding skills. Despite the pair appearing happy on social media, Westman wrote that Boduk was the cause of her downward spiral, or his downward spiral, saying, "I am not spending my life with a blue-haired and pronouns having biatch. You are lucky I have bigger plans than you." Yeah, this guy was obviously, he would have no problem offing his girlfriend. Let's put it that way. The shooter was also branded Boduk's family rude trailer park white trash and whined, "I wish I never met Abby." Westman added, "Your family reminds me of why some innocent people have to die. You effers are not criminals or bad people. It's just that sometimes people like you need to die so you don't breed." See, listen, this person here is deranged. He's beyond deranged. That's the only explanation we can have for it. I mean, I kind of repeating myself, but guys, what are we doing here? Like, this person is beyond sick. He's mentally like, honestly, it's been a grace on our country that he's no longer here, because it seems if he was and he got out, he would just do an atrocity again. On July 11th, 6 weeks before the opening fire on the school, Westman even fantasized about revealing his murderous intent to Boduk. "I want to see the look of horror and tears on their face as they realize what a monster I am. If I feel like I could do it, I would then stab them in the heart many times and go commit my final act." Yeah, this is what we call a psychopath. In every regard, a sociopath, whichever one you want to deem it, this is a psychopath. I want to end so many people. I will do it. All I want to think about is guns and killing. Abby keeps me from that with their annoying voice and stupid crap they say. Yeah, this is absolutely wild behavior. The manifesto also blames Boduk for ruining his life, adding, "I think I will leave Abby alive so they can read this and feel all the crap that they put me through. F you, Abby. I hope everyone blames you for making me do this. It's your fault." Westman even fantasized about how Boduk would feel after the murders, gloating, "Let's see how much you love me after I complete my mission." Now imagine you found out your partner did not just snap one day, but instead have been planning it all out right under your nose for months. Westman wrote that Bodek had a birthday coming up and that she didn't want to get her a gift. That he didn't want to get her a gift, but ultimately Bodek something with Daddy's money because he was sick of spending my money on you moocher. Then on July 8th, Bodek's 22nd birthday, Westman wrote, I will end Abby. It has pushed me to the edge. I was thinking it would be hilarious if I did my attack on Abby's birthday. If I don't end them, that would forever ruin their birthday. But their B-Day is also my mom's birthday, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, so in what appeared to be a final twist of the knife, Westman left Bodek's name off his suicide note, addressed to his family, but included 2 close friends. Bodek graduated from the Purpose Center for Arts Education in 2021 after studying visual arts. The school posted a tribute to Westman's victims after the shooting. Bodek and members of his family did not respond to the Daily Mail's attempts to contact them, etc., etc. Yeah, so this individual is quite honestly insane, right? This is a given. And considering this is so bloody insane, it's just going to show on like what's happening here. I mean, we can even view some of these videos here. One.
I am way too horny to talk to this woman right now. I am way too horny to talk to this woman right now.
Yeah, see, that's a type of video that you watch to spawn demons in your home, right? I mean, that's kind of like what this is. Like, you would go there, spawn demons in your home, and that video would be the reason why you would have demons. So I don't know about you, but obviously both of these people are deranged, sick individuals, and I think that what Trump has done is probably a good aspect. I'll probably be talking about that later today. But yeah, it's insane, and this is what we have to deal with. So stay away from trans people for your own good, because obviously this is not looking great for society. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.